Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I had to say hello a few times and then just not say a word. Alright, so welcome to episode 1 of Item of the Week. We can go ahead and thank one of our clan members. Shout out Skiv. Skivaroo with her clever ideas. So essentially, the concept is that we're going to take various items you may know about, items you may not know about, and if I do it once a day, I mean, I'm gonna run out of items pretty quickly. But I thought it would be best to at least do one a week. That way we don't kind of run out of content, so on and so forth. So without further delay, we're not going to continue on. We will just simply dive right into this. So, what we are focusing on today is a Deathwarden Nexus. Now, most of you or some of you may already know what this item is. However, there are a surprising amount of people who don't, and that's totally okay. Jagex has this, no insult to them, amazing ability to just not give us the details required, or just kind of release something and put it in the patch notes, and not everybody reads the patch notes, you know what I mean? So, I am going to do the item of the week thing, and yeah, maybe teach you about a few items that will be really beneficial in everything from necromancy to regular combat with other styles. Uh, Things that even I didn't know about until fairly recently. And yeah, so it should be educational. For those who don't know, which again is totally okay, to craft a Deathwarden Nexus, first of all, what is a Deathwarden Nexus? It is a tier 60 item that can be crafted at the Soul Forge here. It's basically an overglorified rune pouch for your necromancy stuff. I have one right here. So it can hold your ectoplasm. It can actually hold up to, I think, the old stack. I want to say to 0.147 billion, whatever. Either way, it's basically your rune pouch for your necromancy runes and your ectoplasm as well. And it is ridiculously cheap to craft. The initial version you're going to craft is an unattuned version, and it's very easy to then attune it or activate it. This can all be done within a minute. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and make one. So, items required. 1 ensouled bar. You do not need a greater ensouled bar. Just simply an ensouled bar. A sapphire. A cut sapphire. And a silver bar. It would be quite embarrassing if I went to do this and it required an uncut sapphire, but it does not. So, let's head on over to the Soul Forge. Now, by default, you may be on a different tier, depending on where you're at. You just simply make your way in the drop down to tier 60. And there it is, Deathwarden Nexus unattuned. Now, I don't know about the crafting level. I don't think it requires anything crazy other than, yeah, having 55. So, I probably should have did a little more research prior to that, but 55 crafting is not too hard to achieve. And generally, you would need that to craft the gear anyway, so you should be in a good spot there. So, even though I have one, and I do want to go for Zamorgul's Nexus, which really isn't super beneficial, but we'll get into that another day. So, this is really what's critical. Congratulations! You are step 1 of 2 of now having a necromancy rune pouch. However, to attune it, your Nexus draws you towards the dark portal above the city of It's that one. So, a quick little walk over here. Don't mind my frame rates. I'm running way too many things in the background at once. This should still be recorded at a 60 FPS, 1080p, which is at least a base standard. So, where you would essentially go in order to craft runes is where you're also going to take your unattuned Deathwarden Nexus. If I can go in the right direction. And then you simply click it to attune. Your Nexus attunes itself to the necromantic energy of the Dark Portal, connecting to its own pocket of extra dimension space. And that's it. I'm actually kind of surprised it shows my other items, so I'm probably going to empty them, maybe, and just kind of destroy it. Yeah. Oh, somebody could pick that up. I doubt it's tradable, but regardless, that's literally the whole process. So, if you do have the Tome of 2, can make things a little quicker. You can right-click and teleport to the ritual site. You can right-click and teleport to the smithy. But regardless, I don't know why I removed it, because you can just right-click and hit fill. You can right-click, check contents. It'll tell you what's in there, or you hover over it. Or you can retrieve contents, and that will take everything out of the Nexus. But basically, this is a must-have for anybody in necromancy. I mean, otherwise, you're using up 5 different inventory spaces that could be heavily utilized for more beneficial things. So, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's pretty quick. So, again, it's an item that not everybody knows about, and if you do know about it, obviously you can ignore the video. In the Silent Syndicate server, shout out to Silent Syndicate, fantastic clan, totally not biased, bunch of badass people. So anyway, and good people, very good people. So that's it. There's your Necromancy rune pouch. This has been the devil himself, Lucifer. Yeah. I guess there's nothing further to say, is there? You can now store your runes and your ectoplasm where you need it. Alright, so I'm going to tie it up there, because these are essentially, you know, equivalent of, you know, shorts. So, yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you've learned something, and next week we're going to continue to do this, hopefully week after week, and at that point, you know, by then, I'm going to hope that, you know, a lot of different players, clan members, anybody that gets access to the video, will have learned something here today. So, simple little things that will dramatically change not just PVM, but skilling as well. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.